From the sacred summits of Adam's Peak to the dreamy beaches of Trincomalee, Sri Lanka is a country that packs natural wonders, ancient history, and vibrant culture into a territory the size of Andalusia. Each of these 10 iconic places tells a part of the island's story. Spirituality at the Temple of the Tooth, the boldness of kings at Sigiriya, colonial heritage in Gale, and the unique biodiversity of Yala. Whether tracking leopards at dawn, sailing alongside blue whales in Marissa, or uncovering lost cities like Polonnaruwa, this journey promises adventures that will awaken all your senses. Sri Lanka isn't just a destination, it's a multi-sensory experience. The scent of tea plantations in Nuwara Eliya, the sound of Buddhist chants in Anuradhapura, the feel of ancient stone in its temples, and the taste of its spicy cuisine. These carefully selected places reveal how an island small in size harbors immense grandeur, with every corner hiding secrets that go beyond tourist guides. Get ready to explore everything from sky-high fortresses to underwater temples on a journey that will leave you breathless. 1. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. The Sky Fortress. Rising in the heart of Sri Lanka, Sigiriya is an ancient rock fortress that defies gravity and time. Known as the Lion Rock, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is more than ruins. It's a masterpiece of engineering, art, and power. At 200 meters high, the reddish rock was transformed in the 5th century by King Kasyapa into a palace fortress with floating gardens, millennia-old frescoes, and hydraulic systems that still function. Secrets. Few know. The symmetrical gardens are considered the world's first examples of urban landscaping, with underground channels regulating water. The Sigiriya Maidens frescoes, 500 AD, depict women in golden and ochre tones, though originally there were 500 paintings, only 21 survive. The mirror wall, a polished mineral surface that reflected like glass, showcases astonishing technological advancements for its time. Visiting experience climbing 1,200 steps is worth every drop of sweat. Along the way, water gardens with tiered pools that seem endless. The Lion Terrace, where only colossal claws remain of what was once a feline-shaped entrance. The summit offering panoramic jungle views and remnants of the royal palace, including a throne astronomically aligned with cardinal points. Key tip: arrive before 7 a.m. to avoid crowds and heat. At sunset, the rock glows golden, but the last ascent is at 5 p.m. Sundays see fewer international tourists. Why its unique Sigiriya isn't just a tourist spot, it's a symbol of resilience. King Kasyapa built this refuge after usurping the throne, and his tale of paranoia and grandeur infuses every stone. Today, scientists study its earthquake-resistant techniques, while artists draw inspiration from its frescoes. Local tip: hire a certified guide, 15s, to uncover hidden details, like ancient graffiti on the message wall, considered the earliest examples of Sinhala poetry. Sigiriya isn't visited, it's experienced. At the top, with the wind whistling through the ruins, you'll understand why locals say, "The gods touch the earth here." 2. Temple of the Tooth, Kandy, where spirituality beats strong. Nestled in the mountains of Kandy, this golden sanctuary houses Sri Lanka's holiest relic, a tooth of the Buddha. But the Sri Dalada Maligawa is more than a temple. It's a living symbol of cultural resistance. For centuries, warriors protected the relic from Portuguese and Dutch invaders, hiding it in remote villages until this complex was built in 1595. What guides don't always mention: the Aluth Sahal Mangalaya ritual. Every August, 2,400 mounds of rice are offered on banana leaves, recreating a Sinhalese royal tradition. The royal reliquary opens only 3 times daily, 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 6 p.m., when white-robed monks perform the puja ceremony to traditional drum beats. On the temple's ceiling, 21 carved jewels represent Buddhist countries worldwide, including Mexico for its Mayan community. How to fully experience it? Dress in white, required to enter the inner sanctuary. Smell the LANKA, cinnamon oil lamps that purify the air. Stay until dusk, when lights illuminate Bogambara Lake and giant bats soar over the complex. Key fact: during Esala Perahera, July-August, the relic is paraded with 100 adorned elephants, fire dancers and acrobats, the most spectacular Buddhist festival in Asia. More than tourism, a journey to Sri Lanka's soul. This temple survived a terrorist attack in 1998, and its rebuilding became a message of peace. Today, amid tourists and devotees, it exudes a special energy. If you're lucky, a monk might whisper the legend, "Whoever sees the tooth, hidden in 7 golden caskets, gains 7 years of good fortune." Local tips. Wednesdays are less crowded. Try kiri bath, milk rice, sold outside. It's Buddha's favorite offering. Don't miss the adjacent Royal Museum, with gifts from European queens to the temple. Here, every prayer and lotus flower offered weaves a 2,300-year story of faith. Kandy wouldn't be the cultural capital without this golden heartbeat at its core. 3. Gala Fort, Dutch colonial city, where centuries embrace. On the shores of the Indian Ocean, Gala Fort is a 450-year time capsule of colonial history, where cobblestone streets whisper tales of Portuguese, Dutch and British rule. This UNESCO World Heritage Site isn't a static museum. It's a vibrant neighborhood where designer boutiques coexist with 17th-century warehouses. Secrets Guides, Skip. The Dutch sewer system from 1663 still operates beneath the streets. At Groot Kerk Church, 1755, tombstones with old Dutch inscriptions hide Masonic symbols. The clock tower, 1883, was built atop a Portuguese bastion. Look for original stones with Order of Christ crosses. Itinerary to explore, like a local sunrise at the lighthouse, Sri Lanka's oldest, 1848, with blue whale spotting, deck upper. Coffee at Pedlar's Inn, former Dutch stables with tables under stone arches. Crafts on Lane Barn Street, where goldsmiths craft jewelry from melted colonial coins. E-tip: Fridays, the fish market at Moon Bastion offers fresh tuna that would make Japanese chefs weep. Why its unique gala survived the 2004 tsunami thanks to Dutch engineers' angled walls designed to deflect waves. Today, it's 16 bastions guard. Asia's oldest hotel, Amangala, 1684. A hidden synagogue, 1761, with polished Burmese stone floors. The Shout Point, where lookouts warned of pirates. Explore like an adventurer. Seek VOC carvings, Dutch East India Company on the walls. At the Maritime Museum, admire maps showing Sri Lanka as Taprabana. Dine at Fortaleza restaurant amid rare 19th-century books. Gale isn't visited, it's deciphered. Every alley hides secrets, from tea shops in cinnamon warehouses to workshops restoring colonial carriages. As the sun sets over Flagrock Bastion with live raga music, you'll see why this is the most poetic east-west embrace in the Indian Ocean. 4. Yala National Park, Sri Lanka's wild theatre. This 979-km sanctuary boasts the world's highest leopard density, with 1 every 2 kilometers. Its golden plains and emerald lagoons set the stage for daily survival dramas. Here, elephants bathe beside crocodiles, while sloth bears climb fruit-laden palu trees. The pristine western beaches are migration routes for sea turtles. Yala isn't just a safari, it's an immersion in the circle of life. Ecosystem secrets, ancient reservoirs called tanks, built by Sinhalese kings, still water the wildlife. Magul Mahavihara ruins show Buddhist monks once lived alongside leopards centuries ago. Drongo birds signal predators with cries, aiding guides. In the less visited Block 5, 3,000-year-old petroglyphs have been found. The wira tree secretes resin that elephants use as natural medicine. Unique experiences, Dawn Safari, 5:30 a.m., offers the best leopard hunting sightings. At Patanangala, giant rocks form natural lookouts with ocean views. Eco-lodges like Chenna huts host starlit dinners with jungle sounds. Kumana sector is perfect for spotting flamingos and herons, Nov April. A night at Treetops Jungle Lodge lets you hear territorial feline roars. Special tips hire certified guides like Jetwing Safaris to interpret animal behavior. Wear beige, just green clothing to avoid disturbing wildlife and bring a 300mm telephoto lens. Avoid August-September when sectors close for regeneration. The Safari Hotel restaurant holds tales of 1930s British explorers. Buy organic honey from buffer zone communities on your way out. 5. Adams Peak, Sri Pada, the sacred mountain. This 2,243-meter natural pyramid is revered by Buddhists, Hindus, Muslims and Christians, each with their own legend about the footprint at the summit. Pilgrims climb 5,500 steps overnight to reach dawn, when an optical phenomenon casts a perfect triangular shadow over the clouds. During pilgrimage season, Dek May, the path becomes a river of lanterns winding up the mountain. At the top, silence is broken only by religious chants and the wind. It's one of Asia's most intense spiritual experiences. Trail secrets. The oldest stairs date to the 4th century, carved by King Valagamba's orders. Small tea stalls called warung offer ginger infusions to fight the cold during the climb. In the final stretch, 16th century Portuguese chains still aid pilgrims. Monks record names of those who complete the trek 7 times in palm leaf manuscripts. The sacred footprint measures 1.8 meters, too large to be human. Unique biodiversity. The cloud forest around the mountain hosts 200 endemic species, including the Taruga fastigo frog, found only here. Nar trees, Mesua feria, bloom at night, perfuming the trail. By day, purple-faced langurs leap between branches. The area is part of the Peak Wilderness Forest Reserve, established in 1940. Rangers say elephants also make annual pilgrimages. Practical tips. Start the climb at 2 a.m. from Dalhousie to catch the sunrise. Bring warm clothes, summit temps can hit 0 degrees, and non-slip shoes. Weekends and full moons are crowded. Opt for weekdays. The Summit Temple offers special stamps for spiritual passports. Don't miss breakfast at a restaurant overlooking the shadow phenomenon. 6. Polonnaruwa, the lost city of kings. This medieval capital, 11th and 13th centuries, houses some of the best preserved masterpieces of Sinhalese art. Gal Vihara stuns with 4 Buddha statues carved from a single granite block, including a colossal 14-meter reclining Buddha. The royal palace ruins show 3-meter thick walls that once held 1,000 rooms. The lotus pond, with perfectly carved stone petals, reveals the era's advanced aesthetic sense. Polonnaruwa isn't just ruins, it's an open book of Sri Lanka's golden age, ancient engineering parakrama. Samudra, a 12,500-hectare reservoir, still irrigates rice fields 900 years later. Royal baths feature water filtration systems with stone, charcoal and sand layers. The Royal Auditorium's columns naturally amplify sound. At Vatadaj, the circular platform has precise astronomical alignments. Each December, the solstice marks renewal ceremonies using original techniques. Daily life amid ruins. At dawn, locals gather lotus flowers for offerings at active temples. Langur monkeys leap between ancient buildings like heritage guardians. Artisans carve miniature statue replicas using medieval methods. The archaeological museum displays vivid frescoes of markets and festivities. Sunsets paint the ruins gold, creating a magical atmosphere. Visitor tips: rent a bike to explore the vast site at your pace. Paths have shade. Hire a certified guide to decode hidden symbols in the reliefs. Visit early to beat heat and crowds. Don't miss Rankoth Vihara, the best-preserved 55-meter stupa. Try curd and treacle, yogurt with palm honey, a favorite of ancient kings. 7. Marissa, paradise between whales and palms. This golden sand bay is famed for blue whale encounters, the planet's largest creatures. From December to April, boat trips have a 95% sighting chance just 8 kilometers offshore. Crescent-shaped beaches like Paradise Beach are fringed by palms swaying to the monsoon rhythm. At night, beachfront restaurants light torches while serving fresh grilled fish. Marissa blends marine adventure with pure, tropical relaxation. Ocean secrets. Marissa's underwater canyon draws blue whales with krill-rich currents. Snorkeling at Pigeon Island reveals green turtles feeding on coral. Local fishermen teach ancestral rod fishing techniques on reefs. Secret Beach is only reachable via a rocky trail. Each October, marine biologists track migratory humpback whales. Must-do experiences. Dawn whale tours include acrobatic dolphin sightings, surf lessons at Midigama Beach for beginners, 1-2-meter waves, Ayurvedic massages in beachfront huts at sunset, dinner at the Crab with their signature crab rice, transparent kayak rides to see colorful tropical fish. Practical tips book whale tours with ethical operators respecting distances like Raja and the whales. Use reef-safe sunscreen to protect the ecosystem. Avoid single-use plastics on excursions. Best photo light is 3 to 5 p.m. Stay in hilltop pool villas for panoramic views. 8. Nuwara Eliya, Sri Lanka's Little England. At 1,868 meters, this colonial town feels frozen in the Victorian era, with red brick cottages and rose gardens. Pedro's estate tea plantations, 1885, produced the famed orange pekoe, considered the world's best. The cool climate, 1520 Sadigi, and constant mists create a fairy tale landscape with cypress-ringed lakes. The Kandy to Ella train, with its blue carriages, winds through tea bush-covered mountains. Nuwara Eliya is the heart of the hill country, where time flows as slowly as a tea ceremony. Living traditions. Tamil workers hand-pick tea leaves using 19th-century techniques. The Grand Hotel, 1891, serves high tea with cucumber sandwiches and scones, British style. Each April, the Spring Festival fills the town with horse races and gardening contests. At Bluefield Tea Factory, taste golden tips made from golden buds. Local greenhouses grow strawberries and vegetables rare elsewhere in Sri Lanka. Pure Nature Horton Plains National Park hosts World's End, a panked 200-meter cliff drop. Ramboda Falls, at 109 meters, inspired legends of hidden queens. Gregory Lake, built by the British, is perfect for sunset boat rides. Moon Plains trails reveal sambar deer and occasional leopards. Eucalyptus forests filter sunlight, creating magical dawn effects. Visitor tips: visit plantations 8 to 10 a.m. to see the morning harvest in full swing. Try fresh tea with gingerbread at Mackwood's factory. Bring a light jacket. Nights are chilly even in summer. April is peak season due to the festival. Opt for October-November. Don't miss Saturday's local market for mountain honey and rare spices. 9. Anuradhapura, the sacred Buddhist city. This ancient capital, 4th century BC, 11th century AD, is home to Sri Mahabodhi, a cutting from the tree under which Buddha attained enlightenment, with 2,300 documented years. Giant Dagobah stupas, like Ruwan-Welisaya, 103 mem tall, showcase the might of early Sinhalese kings. Hydraulic engineering amazes with artificial ponds still supplying water. Anuradhapura isn't a dead archaeological site. Monks and pilgrims keep its spirituality alive in active temples. Every full moon, the city glows with oil lamps and sacred chants. Architectural secrets: the Bronze Palace had 1,600 columns supporting 9 floors per ancient chronicles. Royal baths used underground duct heating systems. Isuramuniya Monastery hides erotic carvings akin to Khajuraho, little known. Moonstone entrance stones are carved cosmological maps. Engineers designed dagobahs with air chambers to withstand earthquakes. Pilgrimage routes. Devotees walk the 8-kilometer sacred circuit barefoot at dawn. At Tisawewa Pond, lotuses bloom with lunar seasons. The Archaeological Museum displays medicinal jewelry used by monk healers. At sunset, Jetavanaramaya casts perfectly geometric shadows. Saturdays, markets sell Bodhi leaves for offerings. Practical tips: rent an electric bike to explore the 40-kilometer site without tiring. Hire guides at the visitor center to decode hidden symbolism. Wear white to enter active temples. Best photo light is 4 to 6 p.m. Try kiri bath, milk rice, made by monks at noon. 10. Trincomalee, paradise of beaches and history. This horseshoe-shaped bay blends turquoise waters with centuries of colonial history. Nillaveli's white sand, palm-fringed beaches rank among Asia's finest. Koneswaram Temple, perched on a cliff above the sea, holds tales of Hindu gods and lost Portuguese treasures. From June to September, Pigeon Island trips offer swims with whale sharks and sea turtles. Trincomalee is the East Coast's best-kept secret, where culture and nature fuse. Underwater treasures. Swami Rock's coral reef teems with parrotfish and giant morays. The HMS Hermes wreck, sunk in 1942, draws expert divers. Kanya's hot springs with 7 sacred wells were built by King Ravana per the Ramayana. Marble beach waves deposit pink quartz fragments. Local fishermen teach traditional net casting. Cultural fusion Fort Frederick, built by the Portuguese in 1624, now houses a Buddhist shrine. China Bay Market blends Sinhalese, Tamil, and Malay flavors. Seruwila Temple ruins show Cambodian architectural influence. At sunset, fishermen sing ancient ballads while mending boats. Fridays, Pathirakali Amman Temple hosts fire rituals and dances. Visitor tips: June-August is ideal for whale watching and diving. Stay at Trinco Blue to spot dolphins from your terrace. Try crab curry at LANKA Grill restaurant. Hire local boats to reach pristine beaches like Upaveli. Respect Koneswaram Temple's sacred zones. No photos in inner sanctuaries. By the end of this journey through Sri Lanka's 10 must-see places, one thing is clear: this island isn't just visited, it's lived with the soul. Each site, from Anuradhapura's ruins to Marissa's waves, offers a lesson in resilience, beauty, and humanity's capacity to create wonders. So pack your curiosity, respect for traditions, and camera. Sri Lanka is ready to steal your heart and show why it's called India's teardrop. The adventure starts now.